Uh, it's definitely not because he has cake.
Oh my god!
Come on, man.
Hey there, all you fine fellows. You're listening to Radio D&D.
I'm James Landoff, the Dungeon Master, aka Mr. Mayor.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I play Mirai.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I play Marcus.
I'm Casey, and I play B.
I'm Ethan, and I play Zephyr.
Howdy, my name is Max, and I play Lorien, the Azamar Paladin.
Now, roll that recap.
Hey there, all you fine fellows. You're listening to 98.3 The Drop. Using the teleportation circle sequence compiled from the ancient pages, the Lonely Hearts find themselves on the edge of a large cavern, populated with tall stalactites and stalagmites, hollowed out and connected by paths and natural bridges, and large quartz crystals, each emanating a dull light. Scaling one of the stalagmites, B saw a glimmer of light in the distance coming from the center of the cavern. Heading towards it, the gang realized it was arcane in nature. Inside lied an unconscious Balthazar, the Nimbazi they encountered in the old mines in the Badlands. Held within an arcane prison, a wall of force, he was guarded by a man made of both organic and constructed components, the ex-lich, Nicolas Flamel. As he muttered to himself, Mirai snatched a sending spell, hearing that the Nimbazi would be released before the detonation, and that the reminder would be departing shortly. The Lonely Hearts chose to confront him, surrounding the dwelling on all sides for an ambush. However, Nicholas was aware of their presence and simply requested them to leave. When questioned, he refused to provide any information. In fact, his responses seemed scripted in a way, as if he wasn't fully autonomous. Just then, an alarm sounded. A display screen showed a domed chamber, at the center of which opened a rainbow-swirled portal within an arcane archway, the same the party witnessed in the Regenesis lab. Nearing closer and closer to the portal was a container reinforced to withstand the environment of the chromatic sea. As it disappeared into the portal shut off. Feeling their conversation was going nowhere, Mirai cast Dispel Magic and Marcus fired his Arcane Disruptor at Nicholas, canceling the illusion cast over an archaic Warforged. Marcus and B proceeded to remove its core, not wanting to risk it reactivating. Coming to consciousness, Balthazar told them he was investigating an anomaly he felt in the area before he was captured and held for several weeks. B kicked out one of the prison's anchor points, and Marcus cut his bonds with his demonic claw, to which Balthazar was incredibly thankful. On a work table rested an old tome. It had several missing pages and handwriting similar to the ancient pages the Lonely Hearts had collected. The tome was open to a page detailing a device that could simulate reality, allowing one to observe the changes of reality over time. The description bore resemblance to the same device Albert Einstein demonstrated. The tome contained occult lore, from ancient theories of the elixir of life to the more modern ones like the creation of the reality bomb. Recalling Nicholas was helping Ellie at the center of the world with her project, the Lonely Hearts decided to pay them a visit. Sharing their concerns, Balthazar stated it was crucial the sender remain undisturbed. He decided he would go after whatever was sent into the chromatic sea. Before doing so, Balthazar bestowed each of the Lonely Hearts a boon to aid them in a potential conflict ahead. Using his power over creation, he broke their mortal limits, allowing them to achieve greater power.
With everyone receiving their boon, Balthazar bids you all farewell as he heads to whatever chamber is displayed on the screen, with the arch now having been shut off, its portal, its way to the chromatic sea disabled. And you all are standing there sort of reflecting on what happened. You have this ancient tome of information and forbidden knowledge in front of you. And what would you like to do?
I think we've already read as much as we can. James, since you were sharing that with us, is that it?
Yeah, you should all, at the very top of your screen, have access to Tome of Forbidden Knowledge. And just details, the things that Zephyr and Lorien read out loud, being our two infernal-speaking lads.
I had to learn the language of devils to beat them up.
Just gotta make sure you got it.
I think
Insult first.
that was literally my reason for picking it for Zephyr, was just like to make fun of demonic enemies.
Hey,
Infernal.
Yeah.
Well, I've told you guys the history of the infernal language, right?
I think you only told me that it was like reverse Latin.
It
That's what
it
it
is
sounded
the
like.
it is the equivalent of Latin. It is considered like to be an evil speech now, but it was the language that the Romans spoke.
Interesting. Huh.
So it was probably not always referred to as infernal.
Rory takes out the spell scroll and all right, I do remember these symbols. Hopefully.
been to the center of the earth before. This should be really fun.
You're in for a surprise.
Rory just takes out the teleportation circle scroll and gets the symbols that she remembers and everything and lays it out and is like, shall we?
So I have to ask before you guys teleport. Is there anything you want to do before you go?
Sleep for
I
8
would-
hours?
Yeah, sure. No, I meant specifically like any spells you cast, like aid, or I'm curious of your intentions of going to the center of the world. Ellie's there because this is her teleportation circle.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of her.
Mhm.
Hopefully keep an egg from exploding.
Hopefully keep us from blowing up.
Yeah, that too.
Is everyone in line with Marai's goal to beat Ellie up?
I've been waiting for this since episode 3.
If she's aggressive, God help her.
I mean, can we take her? So you could just cast, meteor swarm and just nuke the building.
Who has meteor swarm? Oh, I mean, we don't know what she has. Also,
That's the problem. We don't know.
We're fine. Marcus has shooty bang bang fuck up your magic gun. So
Speaking of which, can I create 3 more of those?
how long does that take?
Right now, probably not.
Okay, well, that means I have 2 shooty bang bangs left.
How long do those take to make?
I can say maybe you have an hour to make one more.
Okay.
Does that count as a short rest if we all rest?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You guys can get a short rest.
Hell
Great.
yeah, give me back this fucking Vardix.
Okay, so
Woo.
Marai, you hold the scroll up in front of you, and the symbols appear on the ground in a teleportation circle. Lines start to trace between them. One last look in this cave as you guys step into it. All right. Quick question is, did anyone take the book?
Marcus took the book.
Marcus took the book. Okay. So there's a whoosh, and you guys teleport out of there, maybe a slight popping sound. Your ears are immediately overwhelmed with the sound of machinery and mechanisms echoing off the halls. Your eyes again adjust to the dim conditions of another cave, albeit a different part of the world, and you are in darkness. However, a fair distance above you guys, you see the large opalescent sphere with these muted, sort of placid colors like beige and lilac, all sort of like swirling around. And while it's not bright enough to cast light down on you guys, you can see it sort of glowing above you guys. You will hear the machinery of this giant mech turn to face you guys as it shines its massive light at you guys. And I'll move you guys over to the map.
Hey, take us to
Dun-dun!
see Ellie! Motherfucker!
So, yeah, this big mech faces towards you, shines its big light on you, and you hear, What the heck?
Hey, it's our boy.
Your boy.
Wait, is it not our boy?
Is it not? Is it not Fitz?
Is it
you-
not Fitz?
You guys see this, it's really hard to see because the light is like shining directly in your face, but you just see these two goggles inside like a domed cockpit of this giant mech. And yeah, you see him like scratching his head. There's a goblin directly to his right that is holding some kind of sensor device. You hear it like taking readings, and yeah, this one turns to look at you guys as well.
We come in peace.
Hey, I might need a deception check.
We're just here to look for Ellie. We're just checking up on her.
Just wanna, give her a cake because it's her birthday. I will decept now.
Make a deception check.
Could I
please.
assist?
Please. Can she assist?
A birthday cake?
You don't even have.
16. Okay, fellas, we might have a chance. Hopefully their inside is not.
Okay. So he scratches his head and he says, "Well, it's not Ellie's birthday. This isn't the best place to have. Could you just bring it to a factory?
Hey,
Need a
you know Fitz?
different department, but yeah."
Great guy, so cool, love him, fantastic. Listen, he sent us to send the cake and to bring a message to Ellie, and actually we were the ones that helped her get this location. So I mean, we're just in the area, and I mean, of course we came through her magic circle.
He like turns to this goblin down here and they said they have a cake. And this other one right here, you can see he's like an older goblin. He's like scratching his scraggly bearded chin. He like eyes you and he's like, "What kind of cake is it?"
Lorian, you better make a cake really fast.
Under food. Wait. on.
It's red velvet with cream cheese icing.
No,
Red
I don't
velvet
have under
with
food and
cream
drink.
cheese, red velvet with cream cheese icing. Listen, she'll look over to B and be like, "You brought the cake, right? It's in Battleby, isn't it?" Or
I did.
Oh, thank God.
She's
Thank
a
the
mini
gods.
fridge. Yes, she has
Yeah.
a mini fridge in her trunk.
Yeah, and she'll just like, is Battleby with us or is she into the amulet?
She is out.
Mariah will just like smack Battleby and like, this BattleBot could fit so many cakes.
So many, like at least 4.
So, at least 4.
He's nodding and you see him like thinking over in his mind. He's like, "All right, well, let's see this cake then. I like red velvet."
Well,
Okay,
And he like starts walking over to you.
Hey.
no.
Wait, what's your name?
My name.
Your name's got to be on the receipt.
How would my name be on the receipt if I didn't buy it?
Exactly. You
Well,
didn't buy
yeah.
it. It's not your cake.
Well, you're the food runners. You probably bought it. Let me just see the cake.
You take it out. All the
Well-
cave dust is gonna get all over the frosting. Gonna be terrible.
Well, it's not exactly a great place
Hold
for you to bring a cake now, is it? But
Hold on. Mariah will just like kneel at this goblin's level, place a hand on his shoulder, and it's like,
okay, you
"Look,
can move closer to him if you'd like.
great. I'd really love that." She'll like get on his level and squatting down. She puts a hand on his shoulder as she casts Charm Person. And she's like, listen, I really don't want to take this cake out right now. I think it's going to totally ruin the surprise. And I mean, I don't really want to ruin Ellie's surprise like that. It's from a really good friend of hers, Nicholas, I think is the name on the receipt. So, like, birthday, celebratory. My spell save DC is 18.
That is not a save. He's good at making. He's a 4. He got a 5 and it was -1. At first, when you approach him and get down on his level, he gives you a look like, I don't know you, lady. But then you start talking to him and he's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, let's go see Ellie.
Thanks. Oh my god, you are so sweet. She'll like give him a kiss on the cheek. Thank you so much.
That's my guy.
Let me just go make sure she's not too busy real fast.
Oh no, let me. I can come with you.
Just you?
Well, all of us. I mean,
okay.
Well, she's working around some pretty dangerous equipment. I don't want you guys getting hurt or nothing.
Oh, that is so sweet. But like, listen, we are very well equipped to handle dangerous situations and dangerous things. So, like, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
You can have advantage because he's charmed.
Amazing.
Yeah,
25.
25 is fine. He's like, all right, well, yeah, you guys look like, he looks at you you're currently armed to the teeth, right? Battleby has she has her hand cannon on her. Lorian, you're in your power suit. And he's like, yeah, you guys look like you could handle yourselves. Yeah, let's just go, okay?
If any boulders fall, I will punch them into little bits.
Sorry.
I'm gonna begin walking you guys through the cave as a unit, if that's okay.
Amazing.
So yeah, Biff is going to be walking you guys through the mine. So we'll just start you guys up there. So while he's talking, he's just like chatting you guys up. You can see these large columns that lead up to basically this scaffolding, which has this massive mesh net above you guys. And I forgot to mention this, but there's this sort of like ever-present silvery mist all around you guys. And you see on the mesh, it is accumulating and turning to liquid as it drips to the edges of the mesh and into a reservoir on either side.
You just have to tell me what you're doing here. Like, this seems so cool. And it wasn't even like this at all when we set up that magic circle for Ellie.
No, we've done a lot of work down here. A lot of good goblins doing work here.
Yeah, great
Yeah,
goblins.
He's gonna just like bring you guys over. All the while, he's just like talking to you guys like nothing's wrong. Like this is a normal day.
Oh, fuck
he
me.
gives a wave to a goblin over there, and he's like, "Hey, Droog." "Oh, hey, Biff."
I'm very glad we didn't start picking them immediately.
There's so many people.
Mariah just also
you saved
waves.
us all.
Mariah's like, "Hey, Droog."
And he's like, "What? Wait, Biff, what are you doing?" He's like, They got cake. We're gonna go and break here in a minute." And he's like, starts getting like excited.
How often do you guys?
Go ahead.
Anytime you guys want me to stop, I'll stop.
I'm just gonna be like, how often do you guys go on break here?
Oh, I mean, cake. That's a break, isn't it? It rhymes with break.
Surely Ellie gives you unionized breaks. You're supposed to have like 4 15 minutes breaks and 1 hour lunch break, right? For every 8 hours that you work.
Zephyr's just gonna nudge her in the ribs, like, not right now.
Mariah looks over at Lorian though and is like, "Really? Cake?"
Drugs. I was under pressure.
What do we do?
I'm
so many
gonna keep
people!
walking if you guys don't tell me what to do.
Wait. He's gonna act like she's tying her shoe to stop everyone from moving.
All right.
You see Biff get really irritated at you. He's like, "Oh, you gotta tell your shoe about the cake. I just want my fucking cake." He's like tapping his foot.
Hey. Battleby. Give him some Cheez-Its. It's okay,
Jay.
buddy.
Mr. Mayor,
Yeah.
how many of each of these columns has a cistern that's collecting the liquid stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
How big is one of those cisterns?
Pretty large. Like, think of those. You ever see those like large brass containers
still?
at like a distillery? Yeah, like that large.
Okay. Is there any way that I could, or that Marcus could sneak over to one of them and like collect some of that liquid that's coming off the nets?
It doesn't have like a spigot on it or like a nozzle to drain it. You can take a look at it if you would like.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Or I will like distract Biff with the Cheez-Its and with B.
Very easy enough to do. Yeah. So Marcus, you go over there and there is like a window so you can see inside. And you can see some of it is settling in this liquid form, but a lot of it is still like misting. I'm trying to think of how you would collect it. How do they normally get it out of those distilleries?
There's usually some kind of valve to transfer it from the still into whatever container they're using.
Okay,
Yeah.
I said there was no valve, but now there's a valve. There's a valve on them.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, so you just want to try and sneak some. Give me.
Yeah.
I think Biff is thoroughly distracted. I'm not gonna need you to make a roll if you're just doing it quickly. But if you're getting a lot, I will need a roll.
I want to get like a decent amount. I've got 12 bottles of powdered laxative still.
Oh god.
So I'm going to empty out 2 of those bottles and let the dust onto the floor where the sand is, and try and get 2 bottles worth of stuff.
Okay.
Chris, I can't believe you still have that shit.
You never know. You never know you're gonna need it. If you want to put something in the cake to kind of distract the goblins.
There's
We don't have
the
no
cake is a
cake.
lie. The cake is a lie.
Yeah, that's Lorian's.
I thought
No,
Lorian
no.
had create food.
I said I don't, and I was
Oh,
angry.
you don't? Oh, well.
But I can learn it if we rest.
We don't. Okay. 2 bottles, please.
Okay, I think 2 bottles is like a good number. So yes, you are able to empty out your powdered laxative into the sand, kick it a little bit, and fill up 2 bottles. It flows like a little bit like it's lighter than the air. So it's actually a little bit difficult to get out. The nozzle actually uses pressure to force it out, and even then it's kind of like floating in the bottle a little bit. But once you close the bottle, it all sort of like settles down. Biff is gonna keep walking you guys. He's munching on the Cheez-Its just as Marcus finishes making bottling some of the stuff, and he's like, well, this isn't cake, but it's pretty good.
Oh my gosh. Above game, do you guys think we should keep moving? I mean, like,
I'd rather
I'm
get to
sorry.
Ellie without fighting every single person in this cave.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to fight every single person in this cave. It's just where we're gonna fight them. Do we want to fight them in a more open area, or do we want to be crunched up in the smallest possible part of this cave?
There's also like a dead drop cliff this way, so
Let's just come up.
Which way?
Throw 'em
Which way?
off.
This.
can you see directly above you guys, like
Yeah.
past the columns?
This is
That's
a
just
cliff.
darkness. Yeah.
Cool. I hate that.
I mean, it's probably better for us to go a little further to get to a choke point with these guys behind us, because they have to come through this area right here. And if we're all on one side, it's easier for us to face all of them coming from the same side in a small, narrow area.
Oh yeah, I love nothing more than bunching up in a small, narrow area to fight enemies.
Could we try to convince them to leave?
Mirai will. That's a great idea.
Remember, persuasion can only get you so far, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's fine to say like you guys are just going to see Ellie, and especially since you have him charmed. But there are a lot of people here But I think you guys can kind of like be giving each other looks to say like, what are we gonna do as you guys are walking? So yeah, you
Okay.
guys have some time to decide.
Yeah, I guess we can keep walking. Let me look at this fucking.
When was the last time they took like a nice hour break?
When's the last time they saw sunlight?
Are there any like OSHA laws down here?
This isn't in the 10th Kingdom. There's
Oh
like
my god.
but you ask him like how long it's been since he's seen sunlight, and he like takes his goggles off, and they're just like super dilated and
Oh my god.
pale. He's like, "Oh, I haven't seen sunlight in a good couple of weeks now.
Are you okay?
I'm doing all right, making that dough for the family, you know."
Pays you well?
Yeah. She plays all of us goblins pretty good, especially me. I'm the foreman here.
Oh, congratulations.
Above
Well,
game, what are you
how-
guys thinking?
I feel like we're
I
gonna
want to get these
fucking
suckers
die.
and I want to get them back up there so they can have a break.
I think we're gonna die. No, I'm trying to get us to the point where Ellie is or is not. Because I think I have a plan. Which might be to cast Wall of Thorns.
Amazing.
But you think the mechs are just gonna stop?
Well,
You guys
they
been able to observe the mechs while you guys are passing by if you want some information on them.
Yes.
that'd be great.
Yes, please.
So one of their arms, you'll see it like switches functions between a drill and some kind of like gun. Yeah, so it rotates in its socket, and when he pulls out the gun, you'll see it fire a ray that, when it impacts the stone, begins to turn it to sand. It is a
Oh,
disintegration gun.
Question.
Hold on. I think you'd also see that these things do suffer system errors from time to time. So one of them literally like starts sparking and ejects the goblin, and they like impact the wall, and they has to go like make sure he's alive.
Just keep putting them in, keep getting them ejected.
Yeah, so these things are prone to failure.
Okay.
Same.
They also look like they can be piloted by a medium or smaller person, but doing so would require a level of intelligence.
Interesting.
Maybe you want to throw some people?
Well,
Casey, what were you going to say before
I
I
was
started
gonna-
spouting stuff?
I was gonna ask. Of course, this is like. I don't think I'll be able to do it because I think you'll have me roll stealth. I'm not that high in stealth. I was gonna see if you would allow, like, if we could, me or Marcus, essentially like tinker on the mech suits.
Can try to distract your boy.
That's what I was thinking, but then you were like, but you can also use them. So I don't know if Marcus would want to use one.
Well, you did specifically see one like malfunction, and the goblin is just like climbing into it.
I think
Oh.
what happens is B is walking beside Mirai and she sees it, and B is like tapping like Mirai's leg. Hey Mirai, doesn't it look like I could fix that?
Oh, definitely. You having a little bit of trouble with that over there? My good friend B here. I think she could probably fix that for you.
Yeah, Biff looks at him and he's like, "You okay, Droog?" And he's like, "Yeah, these things are just temperamental, you know." And he sees you pull out your tinker's tools, B, and he's like, "You think you know how to fix these things?"
Oh, I definitely think that she could. B is an absolute wizard when it comes to tinkering and robots like this.
B is just nodding her head.
Biff like eyes you and he's like, "Well, you did give me Cheez-Its, so
Amazing.
yeah, what the heck."
Yeah. Just
Oh.
and look, you get to take a little break and nobody knows, right?
Yeah. Biff takes a sidestep towards Battleby. Yeah, B, why don't you go and tinker with that mech there? See what you can do. Takes another sidestep towards Battleby.
Okay. B pulls out her fob for Battleby and essentially locks Battleby. Just gotta
You
make
see
sure
the
nobody
legs
touches my
folded.
battle bee. Huh?
Her legs fold in and she just like plops down in the sand.
Yeah, and you're boop boop, and her like trunk locks and everything.
Biff looks dejected. He's like,
I
yeah.
will say there are baskets on the side of her that are exposed, so the snack
Mhm.
basket is exposed.
Well, snack baskets. He's gonna like start eyeing them.
Oh,
Um,
just make yourself at home. Go get another or some Cheetos. Cheetos are a good option. B's gonna get to work.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you trying to do?
What do you guys think?
Are you wanting to get into it and pilot it?
I was just gonna make it more malfunctioning. Maybe make it explode. No, but then I might kill people.
You could probably just jam the gun.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So while you are looking at the mech, let me go ahead and tell you the system failures it can experience.
Okay.
If it ever succumbs to one of the following effects, if it's dealt 25 or more damage from a single attack, if it's stunned, if a person outside does a tinkering check against the person inside and they fail, or if Dispel Magic is cast on the mech. So any one of those, a system error happens. And there are 4 different system errors. The first one is the mech uses all of its movement to move in a random direction, which would also include off of the cliff. If
Oh my god.
Amazing.
another one is it just doesn't move or take actions. One is the mech makes a randomly determined melee attack against someone, and then the mech targets itself with an attack. So that's the Berserk system error. There's the system error eject, which it catapults the person inside up to 60 feet away in a random direction. And then the system error detonate, which the mech explodes and the pilot takes fire damage.
I don't like that one. I don't want to kill goblins.
That is what can go wrong with this mech.
Or you could just try to pilot it.
Is that what you guys want me to do?
How many of them are there? Did we see?
I think there's been
You-
3 total that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I've seen 3 so far.
Yeah, you saw one at the entrance, and then B is working on one, and there's another one over here.
Mariah will look over to Biff and just be like, "Wow, I mean, do all of these experience such errors? Maybe Marcus can take a look at another one and try to figure it out. Try to solve the problem."
Well, let's see what your friend can do about this one first. They're all temperamental, but you gotta save money to make money, right?
I don't think that's how that phrase goes, but sure.
Well, that's what Ellie tells us.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
She's just a gem, isn't she?
What's your plan?
Marcus would assist B if she decides to try and fix it or intentionally sabotage it.
B is gonna whisper to Marcus, "What do you want us to do?"
Let's get rid of the gun.
Okay, so you just want me to jam it?
Yeah, jam the gun and try and make one of them, maybe make it not explode.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So B is gonna be like, "Oh, I just also need to take a look at the gun." So B's gonna walk to the front.
Please make a tinkering check.
Okay.
You have advantage. Biff starts like scratching his head. He's like, I don't think anything's wrong with the gun.
Give yourself guidance.
That's normally the thing that
Am I allowed
that
to give myself
works."
guidance?
Yeah, you can give yourself guidance.
I'm good. I'm just getting some stuff done. B's gonna
Okay.
what is it called when you like wipe your hand? Like, what's it called? Like when you're getting the dust off your hands?
Yeah, you're patting your
Clean
leg.
your hands off?
Yes. I couldn't remember. Oh my god, English is so hard sometimes. Anyway. She got a 27 with no guidance. But for funsies, I'll roll for guidance.
That poor baby.
29.
Isn't it?
30. I think I'll
Oh,
do
30. 30.
All right. With a 30, you are able to disable this one's disintegration gun.
Oh wow, it seems like shit. I'm gonna give myself
What do
guidance
you,
again.
Can you tell me what you do to disable its gun? Like,
I think
do you just stuff a bunch of snacks in there, or?
Oh my
Please,
god. I think what she does is she's gonna like open up a panel on the side of the gun
Uh-huh.
and just kind of like rip a lot of the wires.
Okay.
All right, that should disable the connection. The other thing I was gonna say is B. I don't know how well B could do this, but I was gonna have B lie and say there's a it seems like there's a defect with this gun. What model is this? Are all of your mechs this model? Is what I was gonna do.
Just call Mariah over.
I do think that since you are the one working on the gun, it will need to be your deception check this time. So there's literally a goblin right here watching you work.
Godspeed, B.
Since you're working with the tools, though, you know like the jargon, the mechanical terms. Give me a deception check, but instead of your charisma, use your intelligence mod.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm so
Right.
nice.
Aw, a +4. So a
You
d20
didn't
plus
get
4.
a
I'm
plus
casting
4.
guidance. I'm gonna pat my hands like I'm getting rid of some of the dust and everything.
Okay.
14? What did I do?
Uh,
Oops, my
That's
bad.
a-
it's just
So
a
it's
three.
It's a 3.
17.
Yeah, sorry.
You getting that nat one?
Oh my god.
Very nice. very
Yeah, he's
nice.
like, oh, that thing's always been on the fritz. That no harm.
Well-
Probably didn't work anymore. And he like
Well-
kicks the leg.
My concern is that are all of your mechs this specific model?
Well, yeah, but you like hear like the other ones like firing their lasers all throughout the cave. He's like, I don't think those ones have their guns malfunctioning.
Okay, but that's not the thing. So when a car is recalled, you have to bring your car in to get the part fixed because what happens if it breaks later? That's how people die.
Oh yeah, that happened with the airbags once. I heard all about that. Not in my car. I don't have a car, but in somebody else's.
That's why I don't wear seatbelts.
That's why he doesn't wear seatbelts. Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause the
He
Yeah.
looks at Biff and he's like, so you're just gonna fix them all then, and we're not gonna get our cake? Can you?
Okay,
He
hold
gives
on,
you
hold
like
on.
these big doe eyes. He's like, can you do it after the cake,
Okay, here.
please?
I'll do this. I'll fix this. How about I give you all the birthday snacks first, and we just don't tell Ellie there was ever any birthday snacks.
His lip quivers a little bit and he nods.
think that there's
Okay,
like some little
okay.
cakey sort of muffins in there.
She's got like Debbie
You got
cakes.
Twinkies? Yeah.
Mike, you would have had time to grab another 2 bottles if you wanted.
Yep, 2 more bottles.
Okay. So yeah, he starts like snacking.
Wait, hold on. B's gonna be like, "Hey, Zephyr, could you start passing out the birthday snacks? I'm gonna go check out the other mechs and make sure they're okay.
Of course.
Thank
He'll
you."
start- He'll just set up shop and start handing out Twinkies.
Debbie
Yes.
cakes.
Marcus, could you make a quick perception check for me, please?
Fuck.
Yep,
Oh,
I can.
no.
I've
hate
got a
that.
passive perception of 20 if that helps you.
Oh, well, yeah, fine. That's fine. So yeah, tapping these bottles, getting the liquid, and you're like looking over your shoulder at everyone. Maybe you look up, and attached to this big distiller, with the pole raising from it, you see what looks to be like a PA system as well as a scrying orb.
Oh.
Interesting.
And you hear the squeaking, shrill sound of the PA cutting on, and you hear Ellie's voice.
Biff, could you please explain to me why you're not at your production is slowing down a bit?
And you'll see like this scrying orb like start looking over here. So it's like moving and casting like a light
Oh, great.
Biff looks like
Yeah.
incredibly like worried. He's like, listen, we gotta go get her that cake. That scrying orb cuts off, and this one starts looking.
Uh-oh.
Coming over to us, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Can I just hurry over to the next mech to try to sabotage it before it gets to us?
There's regular goblins anyway. We just punch them.
Are you guys okay with me doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to
Marcus.
live.
Marcus, please-
is going up, going over.
I need extra hands, Marcus. B's like the fastest speed walk you've ever seen someone doing. It's quicker than your 85-year-old grandma speed walking on the sidewalk in the suburb.
Oh God. Okay.
Right? Yeah, give me another tinkering check with advantage. The way I'm
With
doing this
guidance.
is if you get a 25 or higher, you can just outright disable it. If you don't,
Ooh.
these disintegration rays have a recharge on them. So that was
24.
okay. So with a 24, you can't completely disable it. What you can do is make it so this one's recharges on a 6 instead of a 5 and a 6.
Okay, that's a little better.
It's a little better.
Cool.
It won't get disintegrated immediately.
As much, right?
All right.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, this one cuts on
Great.
and narrowly misses you guys.
Do we see? Are we all seeing this now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marcus would try and get B, behind, like as he's moving back towards the party, try and elbow B towards like one of the rocks or behind one of the mechs, so that if it comes back on, like the one directly over here, if that one comes on, she'll be obscured.
It's gonna see all of you when it does
Well,
come on.
can I cast
see most of them.
prestidigitation as it comes on and have a shower of sparks go in front of it so it can like obscure so we can kind of scatter?
While I like the thought, I don't think that low of something will be able to obscure its vision very well.
That's totally fair.
We should tell Biff that it's a surprise that we're here and we need to hide from Ellie, so we don't spoil the surprise.
Hey Biff, got any good wait, why don't we just hide behind the mechs? They're gigantic.
They're pretty big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mariah's like, let's get behind the mech.
Everyone, come look at my like handiwork.
Okay, so you guys are gonna pile behind the mechs.
I tried a new technique. Look at this
Very impressive.
wire.
I will say, if you want to do your prestidigitation thing, just because I liked it, you guys can have advantage on your stealth checks.
Thank you.
We have. Wait, I don't have disadvantage, right?
This will just put you at regular with the advantage.
Sick.
17.
I just roll regular, no bonuses.
24.
Oh
my
Yikes.
God. Florian.
Oh
You hear that? He's like crunching. He's like running
I
across
just
the
think-
gravel.
I just feel like Lorian just like face plants.
Ethan's
I
freaking
think-
gone.
I think what happens, Lorian, is you're trying to get behind the mech, and it like moves, and part of it, the metal mechanics, gets like crossed with yours, and you get hooked on something, and you're like trying to pull your arm away.
I'm hooked.
You're hooked.
He's like just talking as it looks over the scrying orb and just blasts right in his face.
And again, I'm not rolling for Halo because it doesn't make sense for.
He's a king, so he should never fail.
So the scrying orb comes on, and she literally has no way of not seeing you, Lorian, as the scrying orb comes on and focuses dead on you.
Of course, it's just me.
What do you do?
Oh God.
You've seen the last of me, Ellie. We got something for you.
The scrying orb, like, is it blink or wink? It's just one. So it blinks. It like visibly like blinks at you. The light goes on and off for a second.
Please do not verbally threaten her through the scrying orb.
What did Lorian say?
Seen the last of me.
There's a brief pause, and the squeak of the PA comes on again, and she says,
Oh God.
You again? You're the one who asked for my clothes.
That was a terrible misunderstanding, ma'am, and I hope
What
we
the-
can.
If you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Oh my god, Mariah's like making eyes at Lorian and is like,
he's
no, she's like mouthing, no cake. Don't mention cake.
the light focuses on Biff, and he like, before the light shines on him, he's like visibly sweating. He like turns to look at you real quick, Mariah, and gives you a really stressed out wink, like, I got this. Big bead of sweat just goes down his face.
She winks back and blows him a kiss. It's like,
Good luck, brother.
So the thing goes on him, and she's like,
Biff, would you mind letting me know how you let this armored individual into my secret distillery?
It's definitely not because he has cake.
oh my god.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's because he definitely doesn't have cake.
He's not good at lying, guys.
Mariah just like smacks her forehead like audibly, and it's like, oh my god.
So the light falls back on you, Lorian, and Ellie continues. Well, if you don't have cake, I'm so sorry. If you don't have cake, then would you mind explaining why you're here?
All right, no cake. So the light's not looking at anybody else, right?
Nope, it's not looking at anyone else but you.
Okay, I can probably trick her into thinking it's just me. Then we get the jump.
Can Marcus kind of walk in this direction towards where we were going? He's got his amulet of proof against detection, so she can't see him.
So Marcus, are you going by yourself then?
Yes.
You
Okay.
don't want to go alone. I will cast invisibility on Zephyr.
Yeah, no, totally.
Is that what you want, Mike? I think 2 people are better than 1 always.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, Mariah will cast one of her uses of invisibility from Instrument of the Bards on Zephyr.
So Marcus, you step out into the light of the beam, begin taking steps.
Mhm. And-
Leaving footprints in the sand, but I don't think that's enough to draw her attention right now.
Okay.
So from like everyone else's perspective, we see Marcus walking away, but we quick snap to a screen where the camera zooms in on a part of the screen that's taking these steps. Zephyr, you follow him. Even with the casting of invisibility, you appear on the screen.
What?
These are scrying orbs.
Oh shit.
They have true sight.
Ah,
Fuck.
motherfucker.
Forgot about that. God damn.
So the light focuses on you, Zephyr. Marcus, maybe you like freeze a little bit as the light turns your way, but you hear Ellie say,
And there's another one. How many of you are there?
Marcus, are you going to keep going?
Yes, Marcus is gonna keep going.
Okay. You may move your token like an amount equal to your movement for right now. Just chill there, Marcus.
Okay, great.
Zephyr, the light falls on you. What do you do? I feel like this is like time for like a Zephyr one-liner or something.
You caught him. I followed him here. You know, we know that you're busy here, Ellie, so I just came over, make sure that to stop, points at Lorian, him from breaking in.
Mike, you can move again.
You got me.
Yep, sure did.
The light like shifts back and forth between you guys. I want to give Mariah and B you guys a chance to do something. What are you guys doing right now?
Well, if I could burrow into a hole and die, that probably would be like a good option.
Marcus wouldn't go any further because looking around the corner, he'd probably see the goblins, and these goblins don't know that Biff is with them.
They do hear the commotion, and they're kind of like looking. They see you, and they kind of like make faces, but give you like a shrug look, like who the fuck are you? But they don't
Um,
move. They
okay.
they seem to like mind their business.
All right. Marcus would then wave at them.
One of them waves and the other one like punches him. Like, don't wave at him.
All right.
Well, I clearly just drop invisibility since Zephyr has been spotted.
Okay. B, do you have anything you'd like to do? What is B doing right now? I should ask.
Well, Battlebee's out there, shut down.
But
Gosh.
Battlebee also is like a construct. I wrote that off as her just mistaking her for a piece of equipment.
Okay, cool. I
But you are separated from her, yes.
She's definitely like grimacing, like that grimace emoji.
Right.
That's her face. So she's just beside Mariah as Mariah wants to go into a hole and die. Oh, and her face is, she's just got that like big grimace, like, oh, yikes.
Mariah
So-
like squats down, like gets on her knees next to B and is like, we're fucked. We're really fucked right now.
Oh, I'm just really surprised like we got this far.
You know what? I like your attitude most of the time. Ah,
So-
jeez.
So yeah, the scrying lens is like flicking back and forth between the two of you, and she's not buying it. She says,
How fast is it flicking between the two of us?
I'm literally picturing the Eye of Sauron just like looking at things in Mordor, but on a smaller scale.
You know, I kind of feel like, who was it? Pippin who picked up that orb?
It was.
Yep, he was stupid.
I feel like Pippin right now because
Pippin.
like it doesn't matter if the Eye of Sauron sees me or not. I don't know shit.
But-
So it's looking at you both, and you hear her sigh, and she says,
Listen, I don't have time to deal with intruders right now. If you could just... No, you can leave. Just leave the way you came. I'm sure that would be great for all of us.
Okay. And Lorian was lying.
Can Marcus go down to these goblins, and he wants to tell them that he's there to surprise Ellie? And how far into the cave is she?
so yeah, go ahead and move where you want to.
Okay.
So when you get that close, this goblin like backs up 5 feet, like I don't know you kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm
Marcus-
assuming Marcus is appearing very like casual and disarmed.
Yeah. So he'd like put his finger over his lips, and he just kind of motioned towards him to come closer. And he'd whisper to him like, "Hey, we're here to surprise Ellie for her birthday. We have a cake. How far into the cave is she?"
He like scratches his head. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Can I use deception instead, or it has to be?
Oh no, yeah, sorry. Deception is very fine. Yeah.
Okay. God bless. Hope
This is
so.
when we find out
He's
that
gets outta
Marcus
here.
used.
Oh,
Wow.
Pretty
what a
good.
roguey
All right,
bastard.
21.
jeez.
I'm still gonna roll because they have like a 10% chance of beating you.
Yep.
Please, God. Please.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, he like actually this is a girl goblin, and she says,
Equality in the workforce.
you're gonna surprise Ellie.
Yeah.
Well, did you bring her a gift or?
Yeah. We got her a cake. Keep it down though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cake for everyone.
Yeah. Biff was taking us to Ellie, but she came on through the orbs, and I'm just trying to get past her, trying to distract her, so the rest of us can get through there and bring her a cake.
You know Ellie. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She points down the cave. Now I have to measure. Hold on.
How far?
She points. She's like, she's about 200 feet that way, just across the bridge, and a couple of more rows of these. And she like points at the distillers.
Okay. Do you want to take me there?
Make another persuasion check.
Damn it! I suck at these. That's a 2.
Oh,
Ooh, buddy.
I'm also assuming that Marcus made his gun his cane for right now,
Yes.
so it's not
Yeah,
just like, on display.
Yeah. As far as this goblin's concerned, I don't have any weapons.
Yeah, so she like looks you up and down. She says, I would, but I don't want to get in trouble. You know, if this is your surprise, that's good. I'll eat the cake when it's here. But listen, Ellie seems really pissed.
Yeah, we're just surprising her. She doesn't like surprises. And don't worry, don't feel bad. I'm sure Biff will come get you once he gets past Ellie, if he gets past Ellie.
All right, I'm just gonna stay here and do work until I hear this cake.
Sounds good.
Okay. You can move another movement, and then we'll snap back to Lorian and Zephyr as you guys are caught red-handed.
You
So
don't have to snap back to us. It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
at this point, Mark's gonna be moving kind of slowly, and he's gonna try to like keep as much like cover, I guess, between him and where Ellie is like pointed out to be. If there's any kind of like rock outcroppings, you try and keep that in line.
Yeah, so Ellie is probably very focused right now, and chances are, if you see her, she probably won't notice you.
Okay, cool. So I'll just move my standard speed as opposed to running. So we'll just go like right there.
You could run if you wanted to.
Well, I don't want to unnerve any workers who might be in my way.
Yeah, this
That's
goblin
fair.
like gives this one like the thumbs up, like he's okay,
Cool.
and
cool.
they like shake their head like, oh, I don't know who this is. Got a Hume down here. But yeah, we snap back to Lorian and Zephyr. Are you guys just like standing there, or what are you doing?
I think Zephyr might be filibustering about like this fake case about tracking down the stalker who ended up here. I think right now he's just stalling.
Give me
Yeah, Lauren's trying to just stall too.
Give me a persuasion check to see how long she'll listen to your bullshit.
I can see Zephyr though, right? So yeah, I'll toss him a bardic inspiration.
Does he have to hear you to receive it?
Think so. Hold on.
If it's only sight, then yes, but if you need to make a sound, you will break your stealth.
Use your
Just hear like the
action.
rip, like a chord from a violin from somewhere in the cave.
Who can hear you? However, but even if I have Night's Edge out in dim light or darkness, the blade muffles all sound around within 5 feet of you. Perception checks that rely on hearing made to detect any creatures in the area are made at disadvantage.
I don't dislike it. We'll have her make a perception check to hear it,
Okay.
but it's going to be a
Nice.
low DC.
Before she does that, can I turn into Marcus?
Turn
Oh
into
no!
Marcus.
I don't have my cloak. I would be Marcus in my Mirai clothes. Oh god. Yeah, like I'm a changeling. I can change into people.
Mm-hmm.
Like turn into Marcus, because I know Marcus and Ellie have a good relationship. But I don't have my cloak, so.
Oh yeah.
I just turn into regular Lux then.
Okay. So she's going to be at disadvantage. I think just a baseline DC would be 12.
That's
so,
Okay.
she is disadvantage, but you're getting your violin ready, and you've got your sword like in your other, like in the crook of your arm, so you have it out at the same time. All right, perception at disadvantage. It's exactly a 12. We just hear this like little bit of a fiddle, or how do you inspire?
Oh no,
Zephyr?
a little bit of a fiddle is perfect.
A little bit of a fiddle, like
Bit of a
you know.
fiddle.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more than a little bit of a fiddle.
So it echoes out the cave, and one of the goblins like starts bopping a little bit, and he like hits him like it's not your dance break. And
Demon King went down to the 10th Kingdom.
yep.
He was looking for a
And-
soul to steal.
Ellie is like,
Was that a violin I heard?
I've been really gassy lately.
Mike, you can move again.
I'm pretty sure I heard a violin. Biff, would you please move that mech?
And he like,
Don't move the
I,
fucking neck, Biff.
I
move
don't
that
think
fucking neck.
anyone's back there. He like looks at you, Mirai, gives you a shrug.
She's like shaking her head. She's like, don't do it. Oh, I'm a totally different person help. She's just shaking her head. She's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. She's cutting across her neck. Biff. She's like, she does like the heart hands.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Damn.
228s. You see a look of resolve come over Biff's face as he looks up at the scrying orb and he's like, you know what, Ellie? No, I'm not moving the mech. It's staying where it is.
You're not moving the mech.
No, it's staying where it is. And he turns to you, Mariah, and gives you a thumbs up.
Must be
Amazing.
busted.
She gives him a thumbs up, but then smacks her forehead and is like, God damn.
This time I'll try talking to whoever may be behind the mech. So if you wouldn't mind revealing yourself, please.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No?
I feel like there.
Yeah, come out from behind the see, no one's there. You're paranoid. You must have been working really hard recently, okay? Look, it happens to the best of us.
And I honestly don't care who you are. If you could just leave, that would be brilliant.
Mike, you can move again.
How far is he now?
He's pretty far.
Oh my god.
I mean, hopefully he can just turn off the scrying orb so we can go and help.
Mariah's just like looking at B. She's like, should I just reveal myself? Should I just...
I don't know how far Marcus is. Should I just go? I don't know.
Why would you... No, don't you go. You're a child.
Oh, I don't know.
You're still hidden. It's fine. Who do we know that knows Ellie?
I would hate for things to get ugly, but
Uh-oh.
I'm getting very impatient right now. Droog, can you get back in your mech, please?
And yeah, like Darug like looks at the scrying orb, like looks at Biff, and Biff gives him like the face like, you do this, you're dead to me. Boss, I don't want to lose my job. And he's gonna start climbing into the mech.
Can I see Droog from where I am?
Yeah, he's like right in
cast-
front of Zephyr.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
That's not even a concentration spell. You're
Right.
really using your first level spells today, aren't you? Okay, what's your DC?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. No, I won't. I can't.
No, you can. I'm just
No,
saying,
it's-
like, this is actually a good use for your first level spells. Like
It
most
really is.
most upper tier levels of play, you don't get to see that. So, are you casting it?
Yeah, I cast it.
All right, your
Amazing.
DC's 18,
My CC's 18.
11.
Oh, you almost
So-
made that.
Oh,
Yeah, he's getting ready. He like has a foot up, like getting into it. Charm Person has a verbal component, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Okay. You say, Truk, don't. And yeah, he gives you like these doughy eyes and he says, Ellie, I think I'd work in much better conditions if I had some cake first. He gives you a thumbs up.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Will somebody get in the mech, please?
Zephyr,
Hey,
get in the mech.
Yeah, Zephyr,
Wait.
get in the mech.
Don't
Get in there,
shoot the
bro.
mech though, because I sabotaged the front one, right? The one closest.
I know. I'm having a bit with her.
Okay.
The light like points towards this goblin. She says,
Durrell, would you please get in the mech?
and
Oh
he
my God.
looks at the scrying orb.
Mariah's like giving him a look like, don't do it. Points to her eyes and then points to him and then points back to her and then points to him.
Mike, I feel like I owe you 2 moves by now. Go ahead and move 2.
Thank you. God.
Just
He'll,
range a full goblin worker strike.
he'll look at Ellie and be like, "Voila! What's in it for me? Do I get cake?"
Yes, you can get cake. Get in the mech, please.
But can he eat it too?
Yes. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't know who you are.
And
Mariah,
Durrell will begin walking towards the mech, like, "Oh, she said I'm gonna get cake. I'm gonna get in the mech."
Mariah looks at both of her charmed goblins and is like, can you stop him? Please? Please?
Mr. Man,
So
do I
yeah,
owe you a stealth check or something? Because I'm about to cross over the path of a couple more goblins.
they all stopped work and are like, this is over the PA. This is happening over the PA. So you're just like sneaking by. Well, I don't even. Is Marcus just like walking casually at this point? Because there's no really good to hide.
Yeah, no, he's walking casually. He's slightly leaning on his cane, make him look a little less intimidating, and he would just go shh, like put his finger over his mouth, and he's like kind of quietly be like, "It's a surprise. It's okay."
Make a deception check.
Oh my god.
God damn it. 13?
13's pretty good.
Mm.
They get an 8, so they like start whispering to each other like, "Surprise! I heard that was cake." And yeah, so Biff and oh my gosh, all these goblin names. Biff and Droog will start like stiff arming Durrell and be like, "You're not getting in the mech." Ellie is just having a fit over the PA right now.
We're rising up. We want rights.
This is the best use of charm person ever, honestly.
Mike, you can have one more move.
Thank you.
Zephyr is really like killing it for us by doing this like filibuster.
So yeah,
I just gotta say, if we had planned this out, I would have totally had Marcus jump out of the cake naked.
Oh my god.
That would have been perfect.
Mike, you have an action.
I do. I can see her. I want to take the action to hide behind this rock if possible.
That's fine. Yep.
Yeah, so take a 5-foot step, and I guess let me make a stealth check.
Please.
25.
Okay. If her, I can't tell you if her passive perception is over 25 or not, but you will find out, I guess. Yeah. So Zephyr, you're just like, we just get this scene of all the goblin names. My God, Biff and Droog are giving Durrell a hard time. Lorien, I don't know why, but I just picture you standing there like a suit of armor, like a statue for some reason.
Danced up, yeah.
And yeah, Zephyr, you're just giving this long-winded speech, and Ellie is just throwing a tantrum right now. Marcus, what do you want to do?
Is she using the scrying orb like through a piece of technology, or is she like?
What can you see from where you are?
I can see like her token. I can see the words Potion Master.
So in the very bottom right-hand corner, right next to her, below her, is what looks like a television screen.
Okay. Short of shooting this damn TV screen, there's nothing you can really do.
There's also 3 television screens, and I didn't assign it. I'm just gonna go roll which one she's looking through right now. 1 or 2, it's the far left. 3 or 4, it's the middle, and 5 or 6, it's the last one that you can see.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You cannot see the one that she's using.
All right. So if she's looking down here, James, could I sneak my way? No, I really couldn't.
Well, like I said, her attention isn't directly on you over here.
Yeah.
I would probably give you a stealth check at normal and give her disadvantage on her perception check to see you.
So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to move across towards this pillar here, at least just kind of peeking around the rock. I would imagine this kind of tech has some kind of a power cord to it or something that I might be able to unplug or something like that.
It does have an internal power supply, like from an arcane crystal. So if you took that out, it would power down.
Okay. I would try to get over there to the console to try and see if I can stealthily remove it.
Go ahead and move over there, and then give me a tinkering check.
23, please.
Okay, so you find the power crystal, you take it out, and above you, the entire mesh net, which was sort of glowing with this like rainbow light, powers down and visibly like shuts off. It's the only part of the net that's now not glowing, and the net is high enough to where you guys can see it. You see down, very down through this cavern, a piece of the net goes out. Ellie doesn't notice.
Well, shit. Let me just walk backwards then to where the party is and just do the same thing with all of these columns.
This goblin does see you do this,
Oh.
and he gives you like a shrug look. Who the fuck are you?
He would just put his finger over his mouth again, make the shushing sound, and like try and mime like surprise, jazz hands and everything.
He saw you cut off one of the. I mean, to me, it would look like you are sabotaging. Make a deception check at disadvantage, please.
That's fair. 9.
Oh,
A 9. They get a +2 to their rolls. That's a 12.
That is 12.
So
well,
he
we
nods.
mitigated this as long as we could.
He nods to you.
Okay.
Makes a break for Ellie's lab.
Grab that sucker.
Do you
What
do anything?
What a
I
little brat.
I could try to
Shoot him.
intercept him, like run over and tackle him, I guess.
Let's
Oh
just
my
do a
God.
quick initiative check. Why not?
The money I
just-
would pay to see Marcus tackle a goblin.
Oh shit.
I would
That's so
love
funny.
that.
That's an 8 for me.
Okay.
Sorry. Jeez.
With his whole action, he moves here and he tugs on Ellie's robe and he's like, Miss, there's someone outside. He's cutting off the power to the mesh. And she says, not right now. I'm sorry, excuse me. And she turns around and sees like the mesh is cut off, walks outside, looks at you, Marcus.
Hi Ellie, how you doing? It's been a while. I can explain.
She's doing that thing where her arms are like straight out at her sides and her fists are like balled up and her face is just this deep red. Marcus, what are you doing here?
Believe it or not, trying to save the world.
You know, I'm very irritated right now.
Yes, I can tell.
Could you have Marcus make a perception check?
Beep, 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 beep.
Is
18.
this still being broadcast on the PA?
Yes, you all hear all of this.
I think at this point,
Oh, I think we run.
yeah.
Mariah
run down.
hears her like getting mad and is like, "Oh, we gotta go." She just like pops up and grabs Zephyr's hand and is like, "Let's go, let's run." B, get in
Yep.
the mech.
B.
So you
Wait,
guys
I
will,
Oh,
you guys begin like booking it. B, do you get in the mech or no?
Well,
what were you gonna say, Casey?
didn't I sabotage the one I'm at with the?
Only the gun.
Okay. What else?
That sounded like that's what your intention was.
Okay.
At
So I
least.
could still like melee attack with it.
Yes.
Okay, B is gonna squirm into the gun, and she's also gonna get her fob out for Battlebee and like unlock Battlebee, so Battlebee pops back up and is ready to sprint.
Sure. Okay, so you guys are making a mad dash down through the cave. Marcus, with your perception check, maybe when you were glancing up at the mesh, you saw over your head where the large opalescent sphere resided. In the far, far distance, there was what looked like a platform of some kind. And as you're like looking up at it, as Ellie's like talking to you, you see a ribbon of color, almost like a sun emitting a solar flare. It branches off from the orb, and like a tendril is like flailing out, and it like arcs across and then delves back into the orb.
Oh, that's not good.
Ellie looks at you and she says, "What do you mean by saving the world?"
Okay. There's a whole lot going on. I don't have time to explain everything, but Flamel is trying to undo one of his greatest mistakes, and I think he means to destroy the world as we know it.
Not destroying the world, he's helping me with the elixir of life.
Yeah. I think he's helping you because he knows it won't matter anymore. Look up at this. Look at the egg. There's a
Dude.
platform up there. There's an orb up there.
He looks up and sees like the solar flare like ribbon of color, and her face does like flush a little bit. No, he said he was going to induce it and help it create more. And you see like a look of like conflict come over her face. What?
If that thing hatches, what comes out of it?
It's not going to hatch. It's Marcus, you're worrying for nothing.
Or you're not worried enough?
So you guys will. She is a distance away. If you guys are okay, I'm going to move you guys as a group.
Yes.
Zephyr
Zephyr
that's
gets
okay.
there way faster than the rest of
Yeah,
us.
Mr.
Right, right.
Flash.
But yeah, we tell
Um,
Zephyr to like just run ahead.
How close do you get, Zephyr? Like you arrive here and you see Marcus talking to Ellie.
I think Zephyr would probably like post up right here and see how it goes, you know?
So we hear the like stomping of B in the mech, one of the goblins in the other mech, like give you a little wave, and Ellie like looks at you guys coming down and like looks at Marcus.
Marcus would ask Ellie, "Can I give you something?"
Gives you a curious look.
He would slowly and non-threateningly walk up to her because he knows exactly what she's capable of, and he would produce the arcane assembly that he took out of the chest of the Warforged. Does this look familiar to you?
Yes, it looks like what Nicholas had in his chest. I don't see how that.
This came from a Warforged that was plotting to detonate something that will alter reality. It looked like Nicholas.
He looks over your face, looks at the device, looks up. I'm sure this is all just a huge misunderstanding. If I can go talk to him if you'd like. He's just up there.
Let's get my friends here. We'll go up there together. If he's really doing something that's really altruistic, fine. But last I heard, there was supposed to be a big explosion, and Inembazi was captured and then was released. So I have
He
reason to
looks at-
believe this is not on the level.
He looks at the rest of you.
Hey, bitch.
Don't say that. Let's be
Be
a
like-
little civil, please.
Be awkwardly like half waves,
Uh-huh.
but she's still like
So-
grimacing.
So Mariah, you say, hey, bitch, and she's just like, seems you all feel very strongly about this.
Yeah, you
Yep.
know, if you want to keep people out of your secret lair, you should probably change the, the configuration of your magic circle.
Stupid.
I've had a lot on my mind, and honestly, I didn't see you all as a threat, but
That was
Well, it's
your
good.
first mistake.
Well, we're
Oh.
not a threat. We're not a threat. I want to make that clear. We are not a threat.
oh, I'm well aware.
Mariah crosses her arms. I'm a threat.
Be
Marcus
crosses.
Please.
slowly turns his head and kind of glares at Mariah, going, "What
Sweetheart.
are you doing?"
Can we please
Sweetheart,
be
you're being a threat
diplomatic?
to yourself.
B, you said you crossed the mech's arms.
Yes.
So Mariah, you cross your arms, and behind you in the big mech, B crosses hers.
This is the spinoff I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah and the mech.
She looks at you, B, and she says, "Well, the mech isn't going to fit on the lift."
Oh. B waits for somebody to tell her to get out.
Come on, B.
Come on, B, we're wasting time.
We got the world to save.
Okay. B skedaddles out and hops on top of Battle Bee.
So she regards each of you and shakes her head, and I guarantee you there's nothing to worry about. But if you're so worried, and she'll begin leading you guys. I'm going to move you guys off the map if that's okay.
Okay.
And she gives you guys like a look like, I don't have to be worried about you all, do I? You're not going to throw me into the chasm first chance you get.
Oh, that would be
He's just
something.
worried about her and like nudge Mariah on the side.
You don't have to worry about me. I can't pick up anything. I'm not strong at all. I could never throw you.
Ellie squints her eye at you, Mariah, like you're hiding something, but she doesn't press it. but she leads you guys over to a lift that is capable of hovering and ascending you guys up to where the platform is. And she gestures for you all to get on.
Can I check to see if this
Marcus-
platform isn't like a death platform that would kill us instantly?
It would be you could either make a tinkering check, a history check, or just a raw intelligence check.
Marcus steps onto the
History
thing and
50.
he keeps his eyes on that platform over there.
22, let's go.
Okay, so yeah, these use resonance crystals, much like how airships do. They use smaller ones since it's not as big, but yeah, essentially they are able to lift things, and ones like this would be used to move around equipment very easily.
OSHA approved.
Yeah, it's not one of the bigger ones that can move one of these demo mechs, but it is big enough for you all to fit on. She goes over to the controls and she just like shakes her head, and I think it's because you all are getting onto the lift, and she does look a little shaken, but there's a little bit of resolve where she's like, "No, everything's fine. We'll see everything's fine." And she pulls the lever. The crystals begin humming as you guys ascend upwards.
Fry absolutely clings onto Zephyr because she does not like heights.
It's kind of like a sort of awkward silence. You guys are ascending upwards. The goblins kind of like look up at you as you guys go off. One of them like takes off their hats and holds it to their chest. For no reason.
Oh my god.
No reason, right?
Is it one of the ones that I charmed?
Probably not. I was just doing that to be funny, but
Fry's like, why are you doing that?
but you guys ascend upwards, and it's then that you realize how distant this platform is and the sheer size of this orb. And you guys are sort of rising through the darkness very slowly, very quietly. Ellie turns her back to the control panel and kind of like leans against it, twiddles her thumbs. So you're all still blades then?
Yes.
Is this for a mission?
No, this is just your generic state of the world kind of deal.
And you think Nicholas is going to destroy the world? He loves this world.
Does he? Can you be sure?
Well, he's done a lot of good things for it.
He has one major regret that he keeps going on and on about.
And would you know what this regret is?
You've actually met the man. I have no idea.
Listen, if it's as you say it is, then he loves the world and he's not trying to destroy it, then there's all just been some sort of big mix-up. We don't know what's on the paper. We haven't read everything. There's no such thing as changelings or sucking souls out of people and putting them into war forges and whatever the hell else, and power word kill and all that. It's just all one big mistake, right?
What do you mean? Power would kill you?
We do know that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
No worries.
Mariah just like leans closer and is like, "Oh, you don't know about this?"
I mean,
Wow.
Marcus, you have his book, don't you?
I have his book, yeah. I guess the power word kill is technically one of the pages that we found, so he would have put the pages in the book, and he would have opened the book and showed Ellie.
Don't let her touch it.
Not letting her touch it, no.
Mariah's like, "I don't want her to learn that."
Well,
No, it's a
he'd
spell.
obscure it a little bit, just enough so she knows what she's looking at.
So you're not giving her the whole book, you're just giving her one page.
No, I'm not giving her anything. I'm like holding it out and I'm obscuring the spell so she can't see the entire thing.
If you can just lean over and...
She looks at what you'll allow her to see, which you cover up a good portion of the arcane formulae. You know, kind of like looking forward, it comes over her face. She sees whose handwriting it's in, and she shakes her head and she's like, obviously he was probably just trying to find a way to reverse it. that spell kills people permanently.
At which point he would turn the page back to the reality orb and show the edit at the very bottom of the page, specifically the last sentence that says, "Perhaps then I will be able to correct the mistakes I have made."
Yeah, so her eyes like flicker over the page, and her eyes fall on the part where it says the right technology, and she very obviously has like a flashback to something, but you guys don't see what it is. The right technology.
That's what it says.
You
Would,
see like a little bit of worry start to come over her face.
would Marcus notice the change in her demeanor? Perhaps notice that she may be remembering something?
Yeah, I think she's not being very good about hiding her emotions.
Ellie, what do you know? You're remembering something. What is it?
Well, he started setting up that station up there so that he could induce the orb and get it to produce more of the chromoplasm, but I just assumed he knew what he was doing. I didn't actually look at what he was bringing up there.
Jeez. That was your first mistake.
Squints at you.
What did you say? Oh, she
squints at you, like her eyes like dart to you, like, what do you know about magic? obviously doesn't say that out loud, but
I was gonna say if she said that out loud, it's like, okay, bitch. This is like Mariah versus Poppy round 2, except it's just
she's just projecting right now.
yeah. You look enough like her. Mariah just like shrugs and she's like, listen, you can't trust people. You can't trust everybody.
You guys are blades, right? And
Yeah.
you'll see she like goes into her pocketbook or like her bag. Has anyone stop her?
Not yet.
Mariah, she's like, hey, what are you pulling out? Hey, what's that?
She will pull out several vials. A small liquid, this sort of like sparkling, deep violet pink color.
That's very pretty. What is it?
Well, I just thought maybe, since you all being blades, I didn't maybe compensate you accurately for your last mission. So as a bit of a, here, and she'll give you each one of these vials.
To do.
You can make a Arcana check on them.
Oh, good. I'm great at that. Can we all? Oh, actually, not bad. Oh, yeah,
They are potions of greater restoration.
Oh,
Sweet.
dang. I'm scared that you just gave those to us.
I just wanted to compensate you for a job well done. If it wasn't for you all, we wouldn't even be down here. So she like bites her lip.
I insert
Just as
that.
I mean, I think it's very obvious what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
And
Mariah like flicks
Go
the
ahead.
bottle with her nail and is like, he's gonna kill us, isn't he?
no, not I. As I said, let's be optimistic.
Yeah, optimistic.
And you see the platform getting closer and closer. Is there anything else anyone wants to do
I
before
want to shove her off the
we
no, I'm
close? I mean, she has feather.
Oh my
fall,
god. Can I cast aid?
Yeah, you can cast aid.
Okay. Zephyr, Lorian, and Mariah get +5 to max health.
Are you casting that now, or
Yes, B is like
it's an hour, right? So you
it's
should be
8
fine.
hours.
Oh well, there you go.
B is like just picking up everything and being like, oh man, and she starts passing out snacks. But she's gonna give Zephyr, Lorian, and Mariah the freshest bag of snacks, the ones on the top of the basket.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to leave anybody out.
Before they go in, Mariah once again like grabs Zephyr by the shoulders and is like, "Don't do anything stupid."
Why do you always go to me?
Bec-
It's always right for these.
Yeah, because we're married. That's why.
You don't, darling. You don't have to say it every time.
Yeah,
Bees
but
in the
I-
background. When did they get married?
Just both turn to B.
Sorry,
Oh.
sorry. It was a moment. Sorry.
No, I mean, no. We just went to the courthouse.
Oh, that's nice. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm sorry. Keep going. He turns around.
I love you. Okay, that's it. All right, so give him a kiss.
Lorian, do you have anything to say or do before you guys get up there?
I'm just gonna hope that we won't get instantly melted. And I put down put up the visor to get a "we got
Yeah.
this guys" kind of look, and then I'll put it back down.
Fry also hugs B.
Aww.
She's
B
like,
will hug. B will call for a group hug, and then just be like, "Not you, Ellie. No offense. Unless you want in."
That's okay.
Okay,
Watching
that's
you
fine.
guys share snacks and all of that was actually very endearing.
Do you want? I mean, I will share snacks with you.
That's okay. I'm quite full.
would you have a snack before?
Yeah, you're gonna fight. I don't believe you.
You don't have to believe me. And
Oh.
we're not going to fight. Everything is fine.
Yeah, everything is fine. Do you know what I do when I'm stressed, Ellie? Do you know what I do?
What do you do?
I stress eat. B will give her a bag of Fritos.
He looks at it with a little bit of disgust, Fritos?
It's good.
The food of the common people.
She opens it,
They're crunchy.
smells it.
They're crunchy.
That is quite enough for me today. And she just smells it and gives it back to you.
You didn't even try it.
You are
I
so
could
fun.
smell it. I could smell it.
That's not how that works.
So at this point, if you guys are all ready, we see the shot from the platform above. There's this large object underneath a tarp, and it's removed by some unseen hand.
Why am I
And
not
we
fucking
see it's
surprised?
in the shape of a large bomb. We see from the edge of the platform, you guys ascend up to match its level. And we see you all standing on the platform as the camera turns to look and see Nicolas Flamel, his true form. He has these light sky blue eyes, but that same machinery in places of biological parts. And he cocks his head as we see at his left and right hand side two of his simulacrum, who have these pale gray eyes. You guys look down, see the bomb, and he locks eyes with Ellie and says, "Ellie, I didn't expect you to bring visitors." She sees the bomb, her eyes go wide. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Ellie has officially left the honeymoon phase.
Oh, she have dated Marcus instead.
I know.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Radio D&D. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Radio DD Pod, and make sure to check out Drawforth Arts on Instagram. They created our podcast cover art and did an absolute amazing job. If you liked what you heard, please rate our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening. Join us next time on Radio D&D.
All right, this is it. This is it.
This
Mhm.
is it.
This is the place.
How do you
Ooh.
guys feel?
Scared.
Yeah, like it's him and some simulacras.
And they are the exact same stats as him. Same levels, same
Yikes.
legendary actions.
Oh my
There's the
god.
How big is that platform?
He's like an Echo Knight.
I have not made the map yet, so I do not know.
Yeah,
Just
he
thought I'd
is
ask.
like an Echo Knight. So weird that he is
That's my thing.
What a bitch.
Nicholas.
Nicky.
What did you guys think though?
Oh, I like it.
I'm surprised we didn't fight all those goblins.
We were lucky.
Yeah, I actually gave them Featherfall because if you guys did fight them, A, they wouldn't have dealt non-lethal damage to you, and B, if you guys would have fallen into the chasm, they would have cast Featherfall on you so you wouldn't
Wait.
die.
You mean they would have dealt non-lethal damage?
They would have dealt non-lethal
Okay.
damage to you guys.
Oh,
And
shucks.
if you had fallen into the, I mean, they don't want to kill anyone. They were just doing their jobs, right?
Yeah, they're not getting paid enough for that.
I'm not getting paid enough for Moida.